Comp Cams returned to sponsor the Dream Team for Season 2 of the $10,000 drag shootout of Horsepower Wars. The team wasted no time and started the build on their new Edge Mustang.
You guys are smart, right? So the Mustang is by far the best platform to do what we're doing. If you want to go fast with stock geometry style stuff, pick a Mustang.
The Dream Team stuck with a 5.3 LS engine with a factory block and crank, Lunati forged connecting rods, 3/800 bore MAHLE forged pistons, ARP studs throughout the engine, hand-ported factory cylinder heads, and a camshaft and push rods from Comp.
We got a really trick piston. We got lateral and vertical gas ports, got anodized ring lands, anti-detonation groove on the piston. If we actually poured everything, we might be as high as 11.8. I'm sure we're at 11.5 or higher.
The team utilized total seal rings for their pistons.
Tool steel nitride top ring and standard Dyke style second ring. And we went with a little thicker ring because of the turbocharged application.
Victor REINZ gaskets sealed up their LS engine and will hold up against the 20-plus pounds of boost that the Dream Team will be stuffing into their engine. In the fuel management department, they're running a plug-and-play Holley HP EFI system, a sheet metal intake from Summit, a U set of RC 160 pound-an-hour injectors to top it all off.
From the factory intake with a 70-some millimeter throttle body to the sheet metal intake with the 100 millimeter throttle body, you gain about 20 horsepower at 1,000 horsepower.
For the ignition system, the Dream Team used E3. Their LS coils and wires deliver a strong spark to fire their LS engine up to 8,500 RPM. The Dream Team found a used Precision 80mm turbo to help support their 5.3 engine. Matched with a Precision 40mm wastegate and fabricated aluminum charge pipe from Spectre, the turbo setup is capable of putting up big numbers on the dyno.
Took us 3 days to find one. We submitted it. It's a cast wheel Precision ball bearing turbo, probably $3 or $4 grand brand new. We got one for $700.
They paid a pretty penny for a mystery turbo 400 transmission and matched it with a TCI torque converter and outlaw shifter. And with an 8.8 rear end housing stuffed with Mosier 35 spline axle spool, reinforced rear cover, and a 430 gear ratio from US Gear, this Mustang is set up for the 8th mile.
We chose to go this time with a 430 gear. Last year we used the stock Mustang 373s for quarter mile racing. This year with the 8th mile, then we don't really have the worry about topping out the engine. This engine's be able to easily pull 8,200 RPM if we need it.
For the Mustang suspension, they went with strange single adjustable coilovers in the front, QA1 single adjustable shocks in the rear, BMR upper arms, and CX Racing lower control arms with BMR spherical bearings in the rear housing, and a custom-mounted Rhodes anti-roll bar behind the rear housing.
The Mustang is pretty easy suspension to deal with. We did that almost exact same car suspension style on the Mustang last year.
A set of Vision 15x10 rear and 15x4 front wheels wrapped in Mickey Thompson 275 Pros, aerospace front brakes, and Hawk rear brake pads. They have the shoes and the stopping power to keep the car safe at high speeds. Geo tuned their Mustang to a stout 854 horsepower on the dyno.
Overall, I think the whole team got the job done. Everybody did their job and honestly made my job easier. We didn't have to chase anything ridiculous. And that's pretty much why I said we're right on track.
Even earning extra money in competitions, the Dream Team still went over budget and spent $10,728.85. Since they went over budget, they're penalized with additional weight, making their Mustang the heaviest car in the competition.
Oh man, we're way over. Like, we're not sure what's going to be more, the higher number, either how much we are over budget or how much the freaking car weighs with all the penalties for being that high. Like, we suck.
The Dream Team came together and built a one-of-a-kind drag car with a $10,000 budget. Even in the limited amount of time, they built a car that looks good and makes great power. Now it's time to see what it can do at the track.